stehen auf Sturm. Wach auf, Schluss aus hier, Ende. Zeichen der Zeit stehen auf Sturm.
It was really the first New Age group who believed that Jesus represented the age of Pisces, the same thing that Zeitgeist claims. And the claim that we are heading into the age of Aquarius. They pretty much founded the New Age movement of today, and according to them, the supposed upcoming age of Aquarius will be a one-world utopia where all of humanity unites. And interestingly, this is exactly what Zeitgeist Addendum and its source Acharya S promote, the uniting of mankind into a one-world civilization called Venus Project. It incorporates communist ideas into this utopian system. In fact, G. Edward Griffin, an author and respected researcher, has come to the conclusion that what Zeitgeist offers is Marxist, communist, utopian ideas, which is important because many of the early New Age theosophists were communists and socialists like Annie Besant and even Alice Bailey. So it's clear that Zeitgeist, either consciously or unconsciously, fulfilling the Theosophical Society's New Age goals. What makes me think that Zeitgeist is doing this consciously is that Zeitgeist has deep connections to Theosophy and Theosophists. For example, Jordan Maxwell is one of the sources for Zeitgeist. He even quoted in the film. Jordan Maxwell got his name from Helena Blavatsky's book. Jordanus Maximus is mentioned in her book, and that's where he got his name. His real name is Russell Pine. So again, this is who Zeitgeist is built up with, the Theosophists. And Blavatsky. Blavatsky was an admitted Satan worshipper, so this is essentially who Zeitgeist is connected to. Zeitgeist even cited Blavatsky in their transcript for the film online. Their source Acharya S that I just mentioned is likewise a New Ager who awaits the same New Age of Aquarius system that Theosophy promotes. But the most important part is that New World Order elitists and people at the top of the pyramid who control things right now are also yoked with Theosophy. So Zeitgeist essentially helping to externalize the New World Order beliefs to the public. For example, Robert Mueller, former UN General Secretary, he's a New World Order advocate, and he's a supporter of Theosophy, Alice Bailey. So the danger is that Zeitgeist, Theosophy, and the New World Order, and all of these occult societies want a world system. The danger is the implication of such a world system. It's things like Constitution being abolished, your Bill of Rights being abolished, the potential of a disastrous rise of misplaced power. In fact, Peter Joseph, the creator of Zeitgeist, recently gave a lecture in which he tried to discredit the Constitution and advocates getting rid of it openly. So he's an enemy, Peter Joseph, to freedom-loving Americans who treasure their Bill of Rights and Constitution. If a one-world system emerges and the wrong people attain power, Hitler and Stalin will seem like saints. Of course, Zeitgeist will promise that that will never happen, but that's just empty rhetoric, and people ought to not risk it. There are other viable solutions. We do not have to have a world system and abolish the Constitution. That is exactly what the New World Order wants us to do. You just have to look at the Patriot Act, things like this.
Right.
So, a one-world system is exactly what the Bible, God's Word, predicted would happen. So yes, not only is Zeitgeist in line with the New Age ideologies by appealing to Theosophists and occultists, externalizing astrology, and pushing Jiddu-Krishnamurti on people, but Zeitgeist is also in line with the New World Order in that it proposes a communist one-world system abolishing your Constitution and Bill of Rights.
Right, and then like those are the people that are out to destroy Christianity for the most part, right?
Right, it's interesting you mention that because the real truth movement used to be led by Christian men like William Cooper, Fritz Springmeier, Randall and Baer, Kent Hovind, John Todd, and many others. However, these Christian men who would defend Christianity and expose the New Age mystery religions, the same thing Zeitgeist is yoked up with. These men have all been murdered and or framed in jail. So obviously the New World Order does not want people promoting true biblical Christianity and exposing the one world agenda. Now, the leaders of the truth movement today that have replaced these Christians are people who are yoked up with theosophy, the New Age religion, people like Jordan Maxwell, Michael Pissarion, David Icke, Peter Joseph, and all of them, notice that they get to live and speak against Christianity. But the Christians were murdered and silenced. That's something to think about. And I think it's clear that the New World Order doesn't want Christianity promoted. They want Christianity distorted, the New Age esoteric occult beliefs promoted, and eventually Christianity abolished. If you want to find the truth about the New World Order, read the book of Revelation. Study truth seekers like Chris White, Constance Cumby, Springmeyer, Cooper stuff on the Mystery Babylon, Randall and Bear, my stuff. But don't go to people like Pissarion, Maxwell, Icke, and Zeitgeist. Otherwise, you will be completely deceived into wanting a world system and believing in the occult. The same occult that the New World Order wants you to believe in, and that they believe in.
The most effective way to protect yourself from subconscious manipulation is by being aware of how it works.